spent the vast majority of my adult life with Tranmere Rovers in the exact situation they're in now, which is just like waiting. It was under Johnson. It happened for years and years and years. We were all just waiting. And to be fair, Mark and Nicola came in, and those first 3-4 years under Mark and Nicola, I think every Tranmere fan, probably of my age, who'd been waiting for that, was like, for the first time in my life, Tranmere are doing that. They're on an upward trajectory for the first time in my life. And I was probably, 29, 30 at the time. That's how long it took to actually get there. And now we're back on that trajectory. We're on the downward spiral again. And it's just like, other than those 3 or 4 years, I've spent my whole adult life waiting for something else to come. And I just feel like I'm back there, and I'm just on this merry-go-round of, like I say, work colleagues asking me how we're getting on. I'm saying, we lost to Bromley on Saturday. And they're looking at me going, who are Bromley? Why are Tranmere losing? Because, for people that aren't Tranmere fans, their memories of Tranmere are the cup runs in the 90s and the Worthington Cup final. And, whatever we think about Tranmere, they do sort of see us as a bit of a sleeping giant and a bigger club that had some real glory days. So I'm just a bit embarrassed now saying things like, we got beat 2-0 by Bromley at home and was, 16th in the table. I'm just sort of bored of it because I've been doing it my whole adult life. So I'm just hoping that, Mark's statement brings a bit of a light at the end of if what Mark is predicting happens, it brings us some light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it's just, I can't really go anywhere else with what you've said in terms of it's everything I would have said myself. In League One, you were part of a slightly bigger boys club, whereas League Two, whether you look, but personally this season, it's 24 really bad clubs, and four of those clubs are going to be slightly less bad than the others and probably get promotion. Not probably, 4 will get promotion. It is the easiest league to get out of, and every time we just seem to fail, apart from that whirlwind of a second season when we went back to back. And every year, the last couple of years, we've not even been close. The last genuine year was when we got thumped 4-0 by Forest Green at home and ended up finishing 9th. I know the COVID season, we got to the playoffs, but I kind of really scrapped that on my mind. I just thought it was a bit of a nothing season. I would have took the promotion, obviously, would have started the next year in League One, but we've gone from being, and I understand, when Mark and Nicola took over, we were in League Two. We just had the relegation, but we were a struggling League One club, and we are absolutely well and truly one of those treading water, struggling League Two clubs, and we have been for a little while. And there's been no real effort personally in the last couple of years to get us away from that. When you look at players that you're talking about before, like who do you look at? I gave the lad a little bit of stick at the start of the season, but my only hope right now is Charlie Whittaker. And every team, Bromley the other day just went, nah, he's not getting the ball. The ball came to him and it was just bang, see you later. The 2 big centre-halves said, I've dealt with you 2 strikers who are absolute yard dogs, so I'm going to deal with you. But at the moment, that's all I've got to look at. Will Whittaker throw in a free kick? Oldham the other week was that game that you were talking about, the game that you look forward to, the away game that, X amount of Tranmere fans are going to go and sing their hearts out, and it was flat. Prenton Park on Saturday, I don't know if you both were there, we all just trudged in as if it was a 12-hour shift, and we trudged home. I left as soon as the second goal went in, and I don't know how people ended up staying because it was Barnet all over again, and it's really, really sad to see because we went in there, didn't really care what the result was going to be. We kind of knew we were going to go 1-0 down, maybe not as quick as it happened, and we just went home. And maybe we didn't, not all of us clapped it, but there was certainly a few people who clapped those players off and don't think they deserved it.